Okay, we are live. We are live at 5:01 p.m. 1 minute late, and we're 1 minute late because I was putting this jacket in place. This bomber jacket. This is from LL Bean. This is goat skin, and this is made in the USA. Here's a hack. Here's a life hack for you guys. The goat skin flight jacket. I think it's fashioned after an A2 flight jacket. Th It's a classic, okay? It does not go in or out of style. It's the jacket to wear in the fall on a nice blustery day. It's the jacket to wear, at a car show in the fall, where there's a bunch of really cool classic cars and you've got your goat skin, flight jacket, okay? I think that's what they're called, a flight jacket as opposed to a bomber jacket. So here's the thing. This is another example. LL Bean used to sell really high quality made in USA flight jackets like this one right here. And they stopped. Okay. They don't do it anymore. They don't even pretend to do it anymore. And it's just another example of a brand that used to sell some really high quality items. And I'll show some photos later, but doesn't anymore. The good news is they sold a lot of these. LL Bean was popular back in the 70s, 80s, 90s. They sold a lot of these flight jackets and they vary somewhat, but as long as you get the ones that are made in the USA that are goat skin, you're going to get a really nice jacket. Make sure that the cuffs, see here, make sure that the wool cuffs don't have any moth damage because it is 100% wool with cuffs. And it will say on the tag that the liner is nylon and it's a nice heavy nylon. And they will say that the trim, the around the waist and around the cuffs, that's 100% wool. Okay. It'll say that the leather is imported, but these are goat skin. The vast majority of them are goat skin. So just a real cool thing that I figured I'd bring up in the beginning of the show. And we'll talk about it a little more later. But here we've got a photo from last year from Little Treasury Jewelers. Not last year, but anyway, this was one of the years. I have a photo set here that's all the years combined. I've been there for the last, I don't know, maybe 3 years or so. And so we're going to be talking about the event. It is a week from today. It's next Friday and Saturday. So put that on your calendar. Kyle's in the house. He says, "Hey guys." And so, yeah, Kyle, do you get some cool evenings where you would wear something like a leather jacket? Is a leather jacket, I mean, I remember watching all the old Columbo movies and all. I mean, it's basically a desert, Southern California. So doesn't it get cool in the evening to where you can wear like a nice leather jacket? And would a classic from LL Bean, would that get the job done? I know Columbo always wore his raincoat, right? So there's that. Stig's in the house. Good evening, Craig and Kyle. And this is probably the last show that I'll do that I'll wear like a golf shirt, like I'm wearing, because it is very warm. It's close to 80 degrees and humid today, but it's going to cool off. And we're going to get into fall here. I'm in Maryland right now. We're going to get into the fall weather where it's going to be in the 60s type of thing during the day, low 60s, that type of thing. So we'll have the cool weather coming in. And since I don't like to wear the heat, I probably won't be sitting here doing a show wearing a golf shirt for the next several months. So there's that. All right, let's go. Let's look at some photos. I own a leather jacket, but hardly ever wear it. Okay, so it doesn't get cool there in the evenings to where you have to wear a jacket. Interesting. I thought maybe it did that in California, in Southern California. Okay, let's go to the photos. Let's go to some photos here. Who's that? Who's that good-looking gentleman? And what did he have on his wrist? What did that gentleman have on his wrist when that photo was taken? So there's that. This young lady had a bunch of faux pay on, and Linda next to her had a bunch of faux pay including that ring on her fingers, a faux pay, a bunch of necklaces, bracelets, the whole 9 yards. What's this? What's this motley crew? What's this motley crew here? So yeah, Durr in the corner there. He doesn't have a faux pay on his wrist, but I think he owns one. But he doesn't in that picture. I always take too many photos of each photo. There's a bunch of faux pay and some gold stunners. Bunch of faux pay and some gold stunners at Little Treasury Jewelers, littletreasury.com. And there's again a bunch of faux pay and some gold stunners. I think Steve might have even been wearing a gold stunner in that picture. I don't remember. There's lovely Brianna. We were getting ready to go and we took some shots before we left. There's me. Beautiful fall day in October, and that's what we got coming up. There was the GS rep. Somebody selling something. A lot of people. What's that good-looking couple there? And what's on that gentleman's wrist? Looks like a Rolex. Rolex. We should have taken a close-up of the watch. Okay. All right. So there we go. That's it for now. We'll show some more photos later. Let's see. Kyle said it does, but oftentimes I go without jackets. So you just tough it out, is what you're saying. The 002 is getting hard to come by, says Kyle Jet. And I see we've got a guest popping in. As soon as he gets back, we'll add him to the stream. Can you guys guess who the special guest is? Who is the special guest that's going to pop into the show? Guess. Let us know in the comments. Let's see who can guess before I add him to the stream. Who can guess who the special guest is going to be? Let me know in the chat. Who's the skinny guy in the leather jacket? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Well, you guys can't guess. We're going to add. It is the Steve.
Hey, how's the sound?
Well, so you sound good. I want to ask them. I'm leaving you on the speaker on the Mac Mini.
Okay.
And you go ahead and talk and let me know, guys, if you hear any feedback. If I need to do the earbuds, go ahead, Steve.
Okay. Hi, everyone. We're down to 1 week out from our timeout 2023. I've been working very hard on getting it all together, and I hope that some of you will be showing up. I don't know if the California guys are going to make it this year or not. We'd love to have you. Grab a last-minute flight, and we're going to be premiering our new additional space that we have been developing for the past year. And we have a bunch of brands coming into the store. We have tons of new stock, new novelties from our various brands, and we are upping with our Speak Marin collection. We were in limbo for a couple of years there, and we now are going full bore with that luxury line, and have some very rare pieces en route right now. And in addition to our regular brands, we do have a couple of guest brands showing. One is Narcane, which is going to be showing at our new space, and Fortis, which is an older brand that's been somewhat absent for a while from the U.S. market, and we're going to be profiling them here as well. So a lot of interesting things going on, and that's it. So I hope you can.
What is the latest on Omega?
The latest? Well, we have a very full showcase. That's the latest, and starting to get some interesting product in. Again, we'd always like it to come in faster. Omega's in very high demand, the novelties this year, so we're getting them in dribs and drabs, but we're gradually fulfilling our pre-orders. and they will be represented as well. And
What would
Grand
you
Seiko.
say is the most popular Omega watch that you sell just on a routine basis?
It's a toss up between the Moon Watch and probably the blue dialed professional 300-meter diver. I think those are the two top pieces right now.
Okay. So they have a 300-meter diver, and then they have one that goes deeper, right? Just
Yeah,
like Rolex does?
7,000 meters. That's the ultra deep, and
Okay.
they've actually sold very well. They're very substantial watches, and they're pretty interesting. They're over 45 millimeters. I've forgotten the thickness is probably 17, 18 millimeters. But I've had them
They're
on
a
the wrist.
monster.
But I've had them on a wrist for a day, and I've actually forgotten it's on my wrist. So they wear well.
Speaking of watches that wear well on the wrist, you're still wearing the chronometer Grand Seiko,
Uh, Chronograph.
and that is in titanium,
Yes, SBGC 205.
spring
Uh,
drive.
yeah, and I really enjoy it. Love that piece.
Wait, hold that again. I want to go full screen for them to see
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And
Uh,
those indices are gold?
uh, gold toned. I'm not sure that
Yeah.
I don't believe they're actual gold,
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
but they do pair well with the faux
Oh, I guess so.
pay. Yeah.
Everything goes well with a faux
Yeah.
pay.
And by the
So
way,
more
faux pay will be represented as well again this year at our show.
fantastic. So Kyle says more Seamasters selling than the Speedmaster.
I would have to check our numbers next time I'm on. I can let you know what they're doing. But lately, of course, summer months, people are out there and looking for something different. But of course, and they have a larger variety, of course, with all the different iterations, the green dial, the new light blue summer dials that have come out. So there's been a little bit more activity in terms of new releases, which always gets people's attention.
You know, I had a Seamaster 120
Uh-huh.
in stainless steel that was quartz,
Okay.
and it was nice and trim. It had a very comfortable bracelet. The only thing about that watch, the only reason why I sold it was to release the bracelet. It only had one pusher on one side
Uh-huh.
instead of two. And occasionally my wrist would bend in such a way that it would hit that button and it would like
Mm,
flop open,
right.
because it didn't have two.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was super comfortable. Really nice
Hmm.
pair. Do
Hmm.
you remember those watches?
I don't remember that particular model.
Very trim,
Yeah.
and it was only about 36 mil
Hmm.
Seamaster 120. So that
Yeah.
was, I think it was about a year, 2002 or so that it
Hmm.
was produced. Okay, so you seldom see gold Omega. Are
No,
all
that's
going are all going GS02 these days? I don't think so. I don't think you get
no,
that many 002s in.
no. I don't have one right now.
I
Um,
think it's still a rare bird, right?
Yeah, we're we're doing pretty well with the gold omegas. My wife just sold a big piece the other day to a customer, and a Seamaster. Uh, Maybe she can tell me. I'm going to lean over and ask, "Honey, what was that model? That was a chronograph?
Chronograph.
Yeah, gold chronograph. Uh,
Wow.
a beautiful piece and available. Some of the newer releases are not so available, but
So that was one you had in stock?
no, we ordered it in for the customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you going to start stocking them now that they're getting popular?
We want to have the new models, the Moonshine Gold, and they're coming in very slowly. And I think for retailers right now, Omega's focusing on fulfilling pre-orders rather than having them in stock.
Kyle says the 120s were replaced by the Aquaterra.
Okay.
Steve, have you ever sold a Sedena. What's that? Sedena Gold Speed. What's that?
Okay.
Do you know what that
Who's
is?
asking? Where's the question? Sedna. It's not Sedana. Speedmaster. No, we have the Moonshine Gold. I haven't sold a Sedna Gold Speedmaster.
Okay. All right. Would you want to take a look at some pictures from past events
Oh, that's
and say a
wonderful.
few words about them?
Okay, let's see.
Let me see if I can do this. I got to switch to camera 4 for me and make that solo layout. There we go.
Mhm.
Okay. So there's you talk about the West Coast folks. There's some West Coast folks that came to visit.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
always take too many photos, so I have to go through this. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
There's the gentleman from Grand Seiko,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yes. Francois.
And you're going to have, is
Yeah.
he going to be there this year or somebody else?
Somebody else.
Okay.
He's moved up in the organization, so he'll be not attending, and we have a new rep for
And you mentioned Oris, they're going to have their
their Airstream
Airstream.
trailer will be out in the back. Yep.
Yep. And I'm just going through these, fairly quickly, just so that folks can get an idea of kind of what things look like. And what was that? That was part of the wardrobing contest, huh?
No.
And so I think they bought a watch, this couple. Pretty sure they bought a watch.
Uh-huh.
And we keep going here. And you still have those Prospex watches, correct?
Yes. Yes, we have tons of them.
Good inventory. And Breitling, you still have a lot of Breitlings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And a lot of faux pay. This young lady was wearing a lot of
Right,
faux pay.
right.
She's a good customer. And there's a faux pay piece.
Mm-hmm.
The quality of faux pay is just astounding, in my opinion.
Yep. Excellent.
And that she was the host,
That's
and there
Barbara,
she is with
Barbara
the
Palumbo.
first couple.
She'll be back again this year.
Barbara,
Mm-hmm.
the first couple of Little Treasury.
Mm-hmm.
And keep moving along. I like his leather jacket. That was probably made in Japan. That looks like it's horsehide.
Uh-huh.
Probably expensive jacket. There's a bunch of faux pay. And you'll have, again, a big inventory of faux pay this year.
We do.
And a lot of help on hand, helping out. And a big selection of Seikos.
Mm-hmm.
Not just Grand Seiko, but Seikos. And Longines, a good selection of them this year?
Yes, just put in a big order.
Okay.
And they will be here.
There's some people wearing faux pay.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't resist. I had to buy something. So there's my bag when I was leaving.
Right.
And that's the necklace that's around my neck in that picture. That's what I got that last year, right? It was last year.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's enough to give everybody.
I'm going to show a teaser.
Okay, let me,
if I may.
Hold on. Let me get this. Here we go. Go to solo layout. There we go. Solo layout for Steve.
Okay.
So, anything different this year that they can look forward to?
This.
Oh, whoa. What the heck?
I told
That's
you.
beautiful. What's this?
I told you we've been building out a new space, and this will be the first use of it. And that's just a little niche corner where people can relax after they get their drink from the bar.
Is that table walnut?
I don't know. That it's not a special table, but it's
Okay.
a wooden table. Let's put it that
Looks
way.
like it might be walnut. But anyway, yeah, I love it. And what's the monitor for? What would you show on the monitor on the wall?
Well, watches, of course, people, of course. We're going to see if we can show the main showroom over in this space and vice versa.
Okay.
So that when
Cool.
people come over to this space, they'll be able to see what's going on across the street.
Now, this space is for VIPs only, correct?
All of our customers are VIPs. This will be open as part of the show, and we will have about 5 or 6 of our watch vendors over here.
Okay, but I mean like during normal business with Little
It's
Treasury.
okay.
This is
It's going to be by appointment only. Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it's primarily an event space. So here's another view. Um, Looking outside.
Yeah, it's not. Now, how does this compare in as far as square footage compared to what you have across the street? Is it about the same size or?
It's the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was in there before you took it over?
A white box.
What's that?
Well, that's a term of art. Nothing. Empty
Okay.
space.
Okay.
So we've built it out totally. And here's the facade.
Oh, the escapement. I like that.
Yeah. And let me see what else we got going. Oh, here's a little teaser that you'll like.
Oh, look at this. Look at
Mm-hmm.
this. Getting high tech.
It's coming along.
Getting high tech. I
Yeah.
like that stand that you're using.
Yeah.
The
There's a missing camera, 3 cameras.
yeah, I like the that you're using that type of stand, a C stand, I
Mm-hmm.
think they call them.
Yeah.
That's what I use for most of my stands. They're
Mm-hmm.
so much stronger than a typical tripod.
Mm-hmm.
The only advantage to a tripod over those is you kind of want level ground for a C stand, but since the floor is level,
Mm-hmm.
that's not a downside.
Yeah.
So you end up with something that's extremely robust using those.
Yeah.
So that was a good move.
Yeah. So
And I like your bar for the light also. I'm
yeah,
guessing that
there's
you'll
3
have a
of them.
couple of lights.
There's 3 bars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good. And
So
then you'll have like some mics that are
yeah,
proximity mics
yeah,
for the
whole,
speakers.
whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Because that room does not look like it would lend itself to lavalier mics. I'll put it that way.
Why so?
There's just a lot of hard surfaces. I think I think you're going to need to isolate the audio, but you can experiment.
Yeah, we're probably going to put up sound baffles on those walls. And
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, but
it's
like
sort
if
of
you look at,
cavernous. That's a 12-foot ceiling in there, so it's like a cavern.
yeah. So I think you're going to want to have isolate with mics
Yeah,
eventually. I think that's where you'll end up. That's
yeah.
just my guess. Let's see. Somebody says, looks great. Need some snooker tables. Snooker's
need
like
some of
pool, right?
need some of you folks to sit on that couch in front of the fire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the contingent, the out of town contingent, have not RSVP'd.
Nope. No, I think they're hiding out this year.
Are they scared
I
that they
don't
would
know.
spend too much money if they come to Little Treasury?
Apparently so. Apparently so.
They'd bump into a professional salesman.
Yeah, we have several new people this year, so we expanded staff as well. And come on
Yeah,
in and
that
meet
has been
them.
known to happen at Little
Yeah,
Treasury. People
yeah.
bump into professionals. Let me see if I have a banner that I can put up for your URL.
Yeah.
Here we go. I happen to have one. LittleTreasury.com. So that's where you want to go, folks, and click on events. And I do have a link down in the description
Mhm.
of this video, a direct link to the event on the Little Treasury website for you to go and RSVP. Be there or be square. That's
Oh,
the
very
whole
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
So anything else before we let you get back to what you're about?
No, I think we are really cranking to get the whole thing together. It's going to be our biggest show for sure. And
Bigger than
oh,
last year?
yeah, I think so. We have more folks coming in. And hang on 1 minute. I want to
Mhm.
show you one other thing. I'm sort of uh, dancing around on my computer to it's my usual state of confusion. And let's see. Okay, so we always have this interesting contest that you film, the Watch Wardrobing Contest.
Mhm.
And this year we have a really, really good prize. And this is from Towson Watch Company, the Martin M130 chronograph. It's valued at over $4,100, and that is the first prize in our watch wardrobing contest this year. So
Wow,
well
that's
worth
sweet.
entering.
There you go, folks.
Yeah.
All you have to do is dress up and have a good story.
hmm And
And
sometimes you don't have to dress up so much. We've had winners who've just spun a good tale and shown a nice watch and uh, walked away with the first prize. So it doesn't have to be elaborate.
absolutely. Let me see if I have. I'm just going to scan through real quick before I let you go. Let me see if I have a picture from the wardrobing contest
hmm
that I can show. And give the times again while I'm doing this. That the
Okay, this is
what time
sure.
starts on Friday and all the
Friday,
whole plan.
Friday 11 to 6. And we are having fresh shucked oysters in the afternoon, I think like 1 to 4, something like that. We have a professional bottle bartender, 4 to 6 at the escapement. And the, sorry, I'm getting a little phone action. And on Saturday, 11 to 5. And our watch wardrobing contest is at 2 o'clock, and that'll be in the main store.
Oh, I got to show the Oris
Trailer.
trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me show this. Hold on. There's the Oris trailer.
hmm
And I was just blasting through these photos. Oh, there's Steve relaxing outside. The
Uh-huh.
Stevester. There's Steve. I think he was interviewing somebody for part of the video.
hmm
And there's Steve outside with the California contingent. And I'm trying to get to where it's the problem with I've got about 700 photos in here. Oh, look at that combination.
Oh, yeah. Very
Day date
comfortable.
with a faux pay. She's a good client. She had a lot of faux pay on, that young lady,
hmm
Vermont. There's the gang inside the Ors. Oh, there you are with one of your cameras.
hmm
Steve's becoming quite the technologist.
Oh, I don't know about that. I've
More
had
faux pay.
many a fumble along the way. You know that.
Oh, you also have really cool EDC knives too.
Yes, we do.
Really cool EDC knives. There's William Henry. So, and the food was great, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna flip on a picture of what the space looked like about 4 months ago, 3 months
Yeah, let
ago.
me hold on, let me exit
Yeah.
this layout
Oh yeah.
and put
William
you in
Henry.
solo.
And
Wow.
William Henry has watches now made out of these exotic materials, and we will have the full collection here as well.
So that was the space across
Yeah,
the street before you started.
yeah. Just in April,
And how long did it take to do the build out?
uh, from April until we just finished about 10 days ago. And
Tim says he can come and dress as Crocodile Dundee. Yep. That's
That
what
would
you
be
do.
wonderful. You'd have a good chance of winning that
You'll
watch.
be a shoe-in, Tim. You come
Yeah.
from down under, you'll be a shoe-in.
And he did promise us a year or two ago that he was going to make it up. So what's
Kyle
going
says
on?
that would be perfect. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what he was talking about would be perfect.
Uh-huh.
Steve, you are looking so good. Success keeps you young. There you go.
Well, thank you. That's a nice compliment.
He's very sprightly, the Stevester these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't find I can't find the contest photos. I've got so many photos here. My gosh, there's so many watches and people, and it's just, I mean, my goodness, it's
Yeah.
just too much. Your event's
Yeah.
just too much, Steve.
Yeah. They're a lot of fun. So
Too much to capture.
yeah, I'm going to get you in to help me set up that studio a little bit. See if we can do some interviews there.
Hey, the studio's looking like a sharp spot for sure. All
It
right, I
is.
can't find the I
Okay, I
just
see a
removed myself.
question.
There I go. Okay, so
Tim's asking if we stock Vermont watches, and yes, we do. We're one of the premier dealers here in the States. And yep, and he probably had a red barrel on that watch, Tim, and that's reserved for people who have been ejected while flying a fighter jet. So,
whoa. Wow.
yeah, and
Okay. And those are made in the
we have
UK, right?
they're made in the UK, yeah, but we have 2 or 3 people who have them among our customers.
Wow.
And usually they have a horror story for what it's like to be ejected. And
Yeah,
maybe
that doesn't sound like that would be
it
a real
usually
fun
involves
thing.
some cracked vertebrae and other
That's
things.
a hard way to get a Brumont
It
watch.
really is. Yep. You don't want to go do it that way.
So you can buy one, but you're not going to get that particular model
No,
from
you
the
can't get the
Stevester.
red barrel.
You'll get a
Yeah.
similar
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah. So, yeah, we do. So
Anything else you want to show before we wrap up?
that's about what I have. I didn't have a lot of time to prep. Again, we're scrambling to get our space finished and everything lined up, but it should be a really fun event this year. And those of you who can make it, I'd love to have you.
All righty. Well, there you go.
Okay.
LittleTreasury.com. I'm going to put the URL up here one more time. Where is it? Down here in the bottom. Oh, banners. I'm on the wrong section. Here we go. Little Treasury. LittleTreasury.com, and just click on events, and then you'll find it. And then there's also a direct link in the description of this video to the event listing, and then RSVP. And we will see you there.
Okay. One last thing. Let me bring up, if you want to see what's going on, go to our website, littletreasury.com, and there's a whole rundown of what's going on over there, over here for the show. Okay, and if you happen to be in the vicinity and you're coming, you can sign up, and you need to pre-sign if you want the free oysters and scotch that we're going to be serving over in the bar in the afternoon.
Yeah, because Steve just likes to know a head count. You know, he likes to know how many people are coming so that he can prepare.
Well, also we give door prizes throughout, and we use those signups for the drawing. So
that's correct. Let's see. One more comment from Tim. I've been invited to Costa Rica, so maybe next year I can make it. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be in the vicinity.
Yep.
And there we go. Let me make this solo layout. There we go.
So these are the brands exhibiting, and a little bit of faux pay and Grand Seiko action. Barbara Palumbo, who will be hosting our contest again.
And
we have a tent outside.
That's cool.
The escapement is our new space. That's our new logo.
Super
and
cool.
the Airstream.
So you're building a whole new brand with the escapement that could be nationwide. You could end up with multiple locations of the escapement.
Well, or a little treasury, or who knows what will happen. We're also going to have 4 or 5 Porsches in the lot for people to look at. Titan Cigar is going to be a
I was going to ask you
partner.
about the cigars because we
Yep.
had British Hoddle on the show talking about
Hmm.
cigars. Are
Yep.
they going to be allowed to smoke cigars in the escapement?
You can smoke outside, and Titan is hosting the model bartender and Scotch pour at 4 to 6 on Friday.
Okay, so it isn't going to be like the escapement isn't also going to be like a cigar
Uh, Not
hangout.
smoking inside.
Gotcha.
The Titan Cigar has a very nice facility about 250 feet from us. So they're right in the
Oh,
center. Yeah.
cool.
And so we urge people to go who are into cigars to go over there, take a look. They have some really high end cigars and a nice smoking place.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You've
Okay.
thought of everything, Stevester.
Well, there's always a little slip. So we're just waiting for that to appear. So, yeah. So,
I think you're as ready can be.
yeah. Yeah. We hope
Sounds like
so.
a really cool
Yeah.
event.
Okay. All right.
All right.
That's it.
Well, I will
Thank you,
see you a
everybody.
week from tomorrow, I guess.
Yep, absolutely. Okay. Have a good evening or morning or wherever you are. All righty.
Thanks again for coming on the
Okay. My
Stevester
pleasure.
live on the show, the Stevester. We're going to wrap this puppy up. And
Mhm.
again, links down in the description.